Yesterday, I made a quick little video with no idea what I was doing, uh, showing off the page builder, and I have since learned a few things. So one of the first things I learned is that if you will have to update your theme, and this is all done in the stencil editor. So what I recommend you do is copy down your live theme. You should have a backup copy of that anyway, because that's your recovery if you mess something up. But you're doing all of this offline, so you're not doing any damage to your live site. But I will show you what happens if this is, if your theme isn't updated, you're going to find it's rather bizarre. Let me find one. This is an old one of ours. You will find you don't get a ton of editable fields. So I don't even know what to expect on this version. I tried a few of them. Well, it's interesting because the changes I made, this is something I'm just learning. I made this change on the other version and that did show up. That's an editable field. But yeah, the rest of this is just stuff we customize. There is no way to add anything other than right here underneath the header. And that's something that I experienced with a version of Cornerstone. Obviously, we built this one off Cornerstone. I think I have another old theme here I can play with. This is, and I can't apply new copies of these themes because these are really only here because we were testing things out. This is my company, one of my company sandboxes. So we routinely break and test things in here. So here it was kind of funny. This was the only editable field I found on the page. And again, it's normal for it to pull in my content, which is why this is not fit for public viewing, but there are no other editable fields. So what I did do for this, which is what I made in about 10 minutes, you can tell because I didn't put a whole lot of effort into it. That's, by the way, ode to Pink Floyd. Anyway, these are just the stock background images that come with the widgets until you change it. I added some here. I was playing with colored backgrounds. So it's actually super easy to use. I was also incredibly impressed with the fact that it was actually without me having to go make modifications, and I have yet to look at what it takes to modify by screen size. It was instantly responsive. That's not been my experience with Shogun. Shogun is responsive, but then I found the text didn't resize and it was just a mess. So it was a lot more work to do that with Shogun. Now Shogun has some other benefits. There's a good reason to use it, but it isn't, this was way easier. Kudos to the designers. I mean, I realize that this is just the first version. There's some really fun stuff coming from what I've heard that's going to make this tool it's pretty awesome. Anyway, so basically what you get here otherwise is you have editable regions any place there isn't just a widget. And you can, in most cases, go into your theme and disable some of these other widgets so you can create a fully custom page. So I am a little bit surprised that these are showing up with different images, but that's not related to this tool. And you can see I've created some sections here with my wiener dogs. If I can't change this, but I can go in and delete it. So let's say I come down here and I want to put another banner up here. I can, let's see here. So yeah, I can put this either in the columns or above the two columns. So right there, I can add another image. And let's see if I remember how to apply the the image. So upload. So I'm going to go grab another image. What do I have that would be fun and long? I don't even know what that one is. Well, this is going to be ugly as all get out, but yeah, that didn't work. It was too big. Sometimes I find when I use the drag and drop image builders, they wipe out the whole page instead of going in the field where I want it. But anyway, so that field is there. I just haven't filled anything into it. Here you can see, so if I had a banner, if I want to add a spacer between them, I can. I think I did that here, where this is actually multiple text fields and a button, and I put a spacer in here. So it was super easy to use. You can see there's the background image. It also, I thought this was cool. You have the option of Parallax, which basically does that. How's that for pretty awesome? So yeah, no, it's pretty cool. So let me give you a quick tour here. This is where you're going to find the page builders. Here are, and these are just the pages I have, which is why they're kind of bizarre. Let's go to About and see what we can do here. So, wow, okay, I have a blank page, which is pretty cool because I can come in here and perhaps put a sale banner, come in here and drop a widget with a video. I just have to, let's see, oh, here's the video URL, so I just need to input a video URL here. And create a totally custom About Us page. I'm sorry, this is just cool. I like this a lot. You're supposed to be able to do products and pages, but I haven't been able to pull that off. I'm curious if I go back to home. I noticed when I'm in this tool that it does seem to disable navigation. I actually want to save and publish that because I think that Parallax is cool. So this layer thing lets you get to those areas you've edited, so you can go in and make other changes like column 1. You know, I can change the padding and the margins and the background image and the border. So this is again just super easy to figure out and know. This is where you get to your original theme styles. So, for example, I have, you know, a white background here. Logo position, I can move this to the left. That what you have here is going to vary based on your theme. But so I want to go back to here for a second to the widget. So one of the things that people like a lot is to add an Instagram feed. So this HTML box is a place where you can add custom code. So if you were going to put, you know, use something like Lightspeed to create an Instagram feed, you could just plug it in here and it's done. So let's go find another theme and figure out what we can do there. So I downloaded another free theme. And I will probably play with this on a paid theme in the not so distant future. So I downloaded Vault. Let's go see what we get here. All right. And remember, this is stencil, so it's pulling in my content, whether it makes sense or not. I hate it when the shop is hidden behind a menu. That's just me. But again, I've got this nice little fun banner here, the parallax effect. So let's see, what fields do I have open? So I've got another, this ended up in the header, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what happens. Well, I guess if I'm in the page builder, I have no navigation. So I'm curious if I add something here, what do we get? So we get drag and drop widget. So we now have another. This is kind of odd, so I wonder if I can go in here. I probably have to go into the layers. So let's see, layout, column 1, column 2, home below carousel. I don't know what. So this is column 1. Well, it looks like the carousel is something I have to modify in the standard builder. So we still have all the fields transferred, which is kind of neat. So if you create a home page in one theme, you can move it to the other, but it would appear you still have all these other editable areas, which is nice. So, well, that's another hero banner. Anyway, so this is kind of fun. Let's check another page. Shipping and returns. So yeah, if you wipe out the stock content, you can drag and drop all kinds of images here in order to build a page. So you can pop this in there, come underneath it, add a carousel, which of course makes no sense, but you can see that you can stack your banners to create something really beautiful and interesting. You can, if we come back up here, you've got all kinds of choices for what you do here. I don't know what small, medium, large does. Ooh, okay. Now we know we can, so that image align, image opacity, text. So you've got all kinds of fun stuff you can do here, depending on what you want. I'm impressed. I strongly suggest people play with it, even if it's just on an empty theme. And again, here's how you get back to your stock styles, products, discard changes. And that's what I have. I'm going to reload this page so I can see the parallax effect. And I did not save the second bunch of text. So here we go. I can see a lot of things I'd love to see come on further, but this is a really beautiful start. Good job. Good job.